beginnings that I'm just like, I don't know. This kind of looks like, but I don't know. And I'm just like, relax. Let's learn through and move through fluidly, malleably. It's probably not a word. But how do we make space for ourselves to grow? How do you even realize that you've grown? So I think I'm kind of doing like my my review of like, okay, we started from the bottom, now we're here. But let's talk about the bottom. Have we completely fully left said bottom? Which for me, the bottom is just, we finally get to learn that we have boundaries with ourselves. And that awareness is where we're going. It's like, okay, I was blindly heading into this pit, but now I am aware what's in the pit. Can we swim there? What does it look like? And I might be rambling. I don't know, y'all. But it's follow my thought process. So last year I started my podcast. We've reached over 8,000 listeners. What? And I say that not to like, oh, we're doing so amazing or whatever. It's like from somebody who never validated their experience, here I am. To anyone who feels that anything that they've wanted to do is impossible, start somewhere. Do it confused, do it scared, do it without enough information, do it with research, do it without research, but begin. Start. Because the only thing that will always pass is time. Be malleable, go with the flow. No one ever really knows 100% what they're doing. Simple as that. And so, as we look at this last quarter, my goodness, what do you want September of next year to look like? Without worrying about, oh, but right now, these are the limitations. Forget the limitations. What would you do if nothing held you back, not even yourself? And do that. Do that. I really do believe that we hold the key to making the life that we want to create. We just don't have the map of like how exactly we're going to get there. But as things are either ripped out of your life, because sometimes it happens that way, things are always put into place. Alignment comes and people just appear. It's the weirdest thing. But like I've said, the universe ain't never going to play you. And so if you believe it, even halfway, because sometimes I have moments where I'm side-eyeing the universe and I'm like, look, universe, we done been through some things. I'm tired of going through these things. And, sometimes you got to snatch yourself with the universe, right? Don't do it too many times because I don't know. My universe talk back. But do surprise yourself every single time. I feel like I said that. But like blow your own mind completely. And I guess that's also what I would say to my younger self. Like, don't worry about, and when I say younger, I'm literally talking about last year. I would have never made a jump to do half of the things that I've started because I've been, okay, I want this to be secure. I want to do it right. I'm still struggling through that. And so I just invite you to look back at your year and say, okay, this may have been a really hard, gruesome year, but there's still time. You're still here. Celebrate that. Create something that you've always wanted to create. Make something happen that you've always wanted to make happen. There's nothing too small or too big, because sometimes the smallest thing will get you into the widest of rooms. And so, dear creatives, use the virtual spaces that have opened up. Connect with the spaces that maybe you've always wanted to connect with. Like for me, right about now on Facebook that has their open mic in their lives, what a community that I've always like fangirled on YouTube and binge watching their stuff. I've been able to perform for my birthday and for a prior time, and the community is just like, hey, come back. And so there are gifts in these small places. Find that, hold on to that. I'm really a small things are the big things person. And so, like, it's very cliche, like, oh, gratitude, but like, for real. When you are like, yo, I am, like, this has been an amazing experience, thank you, more. That's what the universe is like, all right, bet. I had a gangster universe. You know what I'm saying? We talk to each other on a plane level. But yeah, those are the thoughts that I have. I mean, I'm having like a mental overload of all of the creative things that I want to create, of all of the spaces that I want to continue cultivating. Oh, speaking of spaces, this weekend, September 26th, I believe they also have different events. But again, check out Latin Heritage Month Book Fest, and that's LHM Book Fest, and I'll also put that in the show notes. On Instagram, I'm going to be on 2 panels, Afro Latinidad and a lilting line of alliteration or something to that effect. It's definitely talking about alliteration. And come out, check me out, and let's have a good time. Let's celebrate life even when it gets hard. Find one thing, just one simple thing that you can work on that gives you joy. I have been enjoying a lot of wonderful books. So I finished Jordan E. Fueco's book, The Ray Bear, Phenomenal. 𝐂𝐚𝐬𝐡 Vicious Spirits. It's part 2 of her book. Is it A Wicked Fox? I think it's A Wicked Fox. I love the way that the relationships happen. But so, like, if you're into underworld, gods, kind of like, it kind of gave me K-drama vibes. This is the book for you. I believe she is Korean, because she's talking about the Korean experience, and the ending, like, notes and conversation clarifies some things about Korea. And I love K-dramas, like, my jam. So I recommend that. And now, what am I listening to now? I didn't get to finish The Empire of Gold by S.A. Chakraborty. But I love that whole series. I'm gonna finish it whenever the library gives me back a book. But I'm currently listening to A Song Below the Water by Bethany C. Morrow. And so if you want stories about sirens, mermaids, and some other, what would we call these? I guess they're not monsters because they're also like teenagers. I don't know. Check it out. Black characters, black sirens. It also discusses Black Lives Matter movement, so it is very on time. Very on time. And so that's what I'm enjoying. And I will continue working on these edits and these interviews so I can bring in new interviews. But again, I think the biggest theme of the day is be malleable, y'all. Allow yourselves to be gently hammered jewelry. I've literally been doing wire wrapping and all kinds of stuff, and my favorite jewelry is hammered jewelry. But through some of the pressures and indentations that life gives us comes very beautiful, unexpected things and shapes. So I leave that for you. Hopefully this has not been a wacky episode, but I will see you next Monday. Have a wonderful week. Be gentle with yourselves this week. I would say self-care, make plans, write notes down. If you're about to like blow up, maybe just write an email or put it in your note. Don't write an email. Put it in your notes. Wait, and then go back to your notes, reread it, and if you're still mad, then send it. And I will also be putting in the show notes if anybody else likes Bad Bunny the way that I do. Or however you like Bad Bunny. You know what I'm saying? I missed the show because I was confused con el horario. And so a shout out to 𝐂𝐚𝐬𝐡 because they have dropped the link to check out Bae Bunny. Okay, so what are your favorite songs? What are your favorite Bad Bunny songs? I can get like really deep on the show and all of that, but like I also enjoy a main trap and Perreo party. So let me know. Hit me in whatever social media sphere you want to hit me at, and check out the links. So I appreciate you for listening. Do not forget that you are magic. No te olvides que eres magia. 𝐂𝐚𝐬𝐡. Thank you, y'all. Thank you for listening, everyone. Adios, nos vemos. See you later. Napalepita. This was another episode of Creatively Exposed, and you can find me on all of the interwebs as Liz Flow, LYSZFLO, and on Instagram, Creatively Exposed without the E. Sign up, show up, hit me up. There's also voice memos that you can send. Rate, review, subscribe. Let's keep the conversation going. Thank you.